So there's a part of you that I want to talk about that may not have been talked about you a lot, but has been talked about a little bit on YouTube. You're a hunter.
I am a hunter.
And you're not just like some people have a rifle in the back window and they have a camo hat and they think they're hunters.
No.
You're not that kind of hunter.
I'm not that kind of hunter.
You're like the real deal.
I actually, I have definitely gun hunted, but I prefer archery or bow hunting.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see by the wall over there.
Mm-hmm. And you have taken on a request to thin the herd somewhat down in Georgia.
I have.
We have so many deer down there that people can't drive safely on the roads, and the farmers can't grow any crops because the deer are outnumbering everything. And people who call themselves hunters only want to shoot something with a rack on it that's big, and they leave everything else to eat the corn and to crash into the cars.
So that's an excellent point.
Yeah.
So in the hunting world, for those that don't know, in the hunting world, that's a big thing. And you know, it's a tomato type thing with me. You know, I mean, some people do. They want a big set of horns. That's why they go hunting. I do not. I enjoy eating venison. I like knowing where my meat comes from. We'll absolutely stock a freezer full of venison, and we'll eat on it all winter long. It normally doesn't last until the summertime because venison jerky and sausage and grilling it and everything else. You know, it's tasty. So
and you process all that yourself?
I do it all myself. This year, we used to have, well, we still have. We have a house down in Hampton where I had a backyard. It's a little bit easier. This year, I will set up something in here where I can hang it from the ceiling. Put a tarp or something on the floor, of course. But I'll process it here in the garage because I don't think my neighbors want me hanging from the back deck.
In this neighborhood, I can just see that. You know, I got a deer hanging from the deck. Yeah,
it probably would not go over well, but absolutely, I hunt for the meat. If I'm out there for an hour, and the first deer that comes along is a good-looking doe, good-looking mature doe, I will shoot. I'm not thinking, okay, I'll just let her pass in case a buck comes along. You know, I'll absolutely take a doe and be happy. We throw the death with it, bring it home, process it, and we're going to eat it. It's been my experience. It might be different for other people, but antlers don't taste that well. I haven't figured out how to cook them.
So there was an incident or an opportunity a few years ago where you were sitting in a tree with a bow and two deer walked up underneath the stand.
Yes.
A pair.
Yes.
What'd you do?
I shot one of them.
Huh?
I shot one of them.
Did you shoot them both?
So, there were two deer.
Yeah.
Shot one of them.
Okay.
Now, if you don't know, when you shoot a deer with a bow and arrow, they run. You have to track them down. They don't just drop right there. Generally, if you're a good shot, they'll normally pass away in 30, 45 seconds, but it's all that adrenaline. They take off running. So I normally wait anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour after I've shot a deer to make sure that, because what will happen is they'll run a short distance, they'll know something's wrong. They don't process information like we do, but they know something's wrong, so they'll bed down. That's normally when they pass away. So I give them that time to make sure that they're bedded down someplace rather close, rather than risk shooting them and then climbing down and let me chase after them, because they're just going to keep running and get further away. So anyway, shot the deer, was sitting there waiting. Here's something behind me. It's another deer. Walked right past where, actually got closer, and I was about 20 feet in the air. And I would say it was, so if I'm in my stand right here, it was probably, 20 feet down, but by the corner of the garage door right there, which is 15 feet away?
So,
well, what's a guy to do? The bag limit here in Virginia is 2 a day.
Yeah.
So I shot that deer. So yeah, so that was the actually that's the only time I've taken 2 deer in a day.
Yeah.